Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, sister. Your voice is echoing.
Just a minute, I'm trying to share the Murli. Or are you sharing?
I can share if you want.
Just hold on, let me try once. Otherwise, you can.
Okay.
I think there is some problem. Maybe you can share.
Yes.
Om Shanti and good morning, everyone. So today's Murli, what we are going to listen is Baba's most important Murli, where Baba is talking about the main foundation of Brahmin life, that is purity. And today, Baba is a very strict teacher, or we can say he's playing a role of Dharmaraj today. So, at one end, he's explaining the importance of purity and defining purity. On the other end, he is also mentioning what all things will happen as a punishment if you don't follow these things. So, it's a very deep meaning of purity in today's morning. So let's listen. It's revised Murli, 12th April 1984. The essence of the Murli is the foundation of Brahmin life is purity. So today, Bapdada is looking at all the holy swans to see to what extent each holy swan has become holy and to what extent each one has become a swan. So it's a gathering of holy swan where Baba is looking at how much holy we have become and how much we have become a swan. To what extent have you put purity, that is, the power to become holy, into your life? That is, into your thoughts, words, deeds, relationships, and connections. So, Baba want to see the purity in our thoughts, words, deeds, relationships, and connections. Is every thought holy? That is it filled with the power of purity? With thoughts of purity, are you able to recognize and transform any soul who has impure thoughts? So, Baba is defining what is the purity in thought. If you are having a pure thought, then Baba is saying, with thoughts of purity, are you able to recognize and transform any soul who has impure thoughts? With the power of purity, can you change the vision, attitude, and actions of any soul? So, our purity is not just for us, but also it should impact the others in front of us. Even impure thoughts cannot attack you when you faced with this great power. However, when you yourself are defeated in your thoughts, words, and deeds, it is then that you are defeated by other people and vibrations. So, when others can defeat us, only when we get defeated by our own thoughts, words, and deeds. So it is then that you are defeated by other people and vibrations. To be defeated in a relationship or connection with anyone else proves that you yourself are defeated in terms of forging all relationship with the Father. So if you are getting defeated in any relationship or connection with anyone, So what it proves? That we ourselves are defeated in terms of forging all relationships with the Father. For this is why you are defeated by some relationships or connection. The seed of being defeated in terms of purity is to be impressed by someone. The seed of being defeated in terms of purity is to be impressed by someone or by his or her virtues, nature, personality, or speciality. This is the depth of the purity. So when we get defeated, what is the seed of being getting defeated in terms of purity is to get influenced, get impressed by someone or by his or her virtues, nature, personality, and speciality. To be impressed by someone or his or her physical presence is not to be impressed but to be ruined. Baba is directly saying, it's not getting impressed but it's ruined yourself. The individual speciality, virtue or nature of a person is a speciality given by the Father. That is, it is a gift from God. We should never ever forget that whatever speciality we are seeing in others, those specialities are not of those souls, but that speciality is given by Baba as a gift. To be impressed by someone is to be deceived. To be deceived means to take sorrow, right? So getting impressed by anyone is means taking sorrow from that soul. To be impressed by someone is to be deceived. To be deceived means to get or to take sorrow. Power of impurity is a power like a mirage, which is easily experienced through connections and relationships. It attracts you. It's Samrata Trishna, it attracts us. You think that you are being impressed by goodness. This is how Maya defeats us. It makes you feel that you are getting impressed by goodness. This is why the words you say and think are, I like this a lot. I like this one's virtue and nature a lot. I like this one's knowledge. I like this one's conducting yoga. I receive power and cooperation from this one. So these are the words we use when we get influenced by someone, attracted by someone. That I like his knowledge, I like his the way he conducts the yoga, his cooperation and all. I receive love from this one. You receive temporary attainment, but you are deceived. You forget the bestower, the seed, the foundation, and are holding on a colorful branch and swinging. So we are getting disconnected from the seed and holding on a colorful branch and swinging. So what would be your condition? Without you having a foundation, will the branch make you swing or make you fall? Just we can imagine the situation that there is no connection with the seed and with the trunk of the tree, but we are just happy with swinging on a branch. So what will happen? Baba said, will you swing or will you fall? Until you have experienced the sweetness of all relationships and all attainments from the seed, that is, from the bestower, you will continue to be deceived by attainments that are like a mirage from different branches. So Baba is saying, unless you experience all these things from Baba, the seed, rest all is like, it's just a false feeling that we are getting something. Sometimes by people, sometimes by material comforts, and sometimes by the vibrations and the atmosphere. To be impressed is in this way, means to be deprived of everlasting attainment. When you get Baba saying impressed by temporary things, it means you are depriving yourself from everlasting attainment. When you have the power of purity, whatever stage you want, whatever attainment you want, and whatever task you want to succeed in, they will all become ever present in front of you like a servant whenever you want. Baba is saying when we achieve the stage of purity, everything whatever we are looking for, every attainment will be our servant and in front of us to serve us whenever we want. Even at the end of the Iron Age, we see the evidence of the element of nature being the servant of the great souls in name who have imbibed the power of Rajopradhan purity. We are practically saying those people who are just imbibing Rajopradhan purity, even the nature is becoming servant of them. But Baba is saying here we are imbibing the Sato Pradhan purity. Then how the nature and everything will not be in front of us as a servant. Even now, their name of great souls continues. Even now, they are worshipped. Impure souls bow down to them. So just consider how great the power of purity of the end is and how powerful the Sato Pradhan purity that you have attained from God would be. We have to see the difference. Rajo Pradhan purity and Sato Pradhan purity. In front of this elevated power of purity, impurity has not just bowed down, it is under your feet. Difference. It is not just bowing down, but it is under your feet. The devilish power of impurity is shown under the feet of a Shakti. We have seen in the pictures and how under the feet of the Shakti, the devils are shown. How could something that is defeated and is under your feet defeat you? So Baba is asking question, who is already under your feet, who is already defeated, how that can defeat you? To be defeated in Brahman life means to be a Brahmin in name only. To be defeated in Brahman life means to be a Brahmin in name only. Don't be careless about this. The foundation of Brahmin life is the power of purity. If the foundation is weak, how would the building of 21 stores of attainment be able to stand? If the foundation shakes, the experience of attainment cannot be there all the time. If the foundation is shakes, the experience of attainment cannot be there all the time. That is, you can neither remain unshakable nor you can experience the great attainment of the present age and birth. Foundation of the Brahmin life is purity. And on that foundation, the 21 store building we are constructing. So if the foundation is shaken, everything that we want to experience, we will not be able to experience. That is, you can neither remain unshakable nor you can experience the great attainment of the present age and birth. You would become knowledgeable, devotees. Baba has given a very beautiful title, knowledgeable devotees. We are not just don't become devotees, but knowledgeable because we already have knowledge, but we are behave like a devotees who sing praise of the age and this elevated birth and who sing praise of the age and this elevated birth. That is, you would have the understanding, but you yourself would not become that. So, who are knowledgeable devotees? Who understand the importance of ourselves, the which time is going on, which birth is going on, everything. Knowledge is all there, but not becoming that. Just having knowledge, but not becoming that. So this is called knowledgeable devotees. Jnani Bhakta, Baba says. This is called being a knowledgeable devotee. If after becoming a Brahmin, you haven't experienced the blessings and haven't experienced the blessings and inheritance of all attainments and all powers, then what you would be able, you would be called, what you would be called? Baba is saying, after becoming Brahmin, you haven't experienced the blessing and inheritance of all attainments and all powers, then what would you be called? a deprived soul or a Brahmin soul, what we should be called. Understand this purity with all its different forms very well. Keep a stern eye on yourself. Don't just move along. You even don't just move along, you even try to be clever with the instrument souls and also with the part. This mistake generally we do. We try to, we do some mistake, but we don't try to show that we have done any mistake. Instead, we smartly or cleverly try to show the instrument soul and father that we are on right path. This happens all the time. Who has become this age? Or, the word generally people use. Who has become this age? Or you say, this is not impurity, it is greatness. This is a means of service. We give the title of service to the impurity. I'm not being impressed, I'm just taking cooperation. I'm impressed. I'm impressed because he or she is a helper. As soon as you forget the father, you are hit by Maya's bullet. Or in order to free yourself, you say, I'm not doing this, the other person is doing this. We have a lot of excuses to give. You see, we show people that we are very smart and we are not doing anything wrong, we are on the right track, but actually we are deceiving ourselves. I'm not doing this, the other person is doing it. However, if we forget the father, we will meet him in the form of Dharmaraj. Now, is straightforwardly saying, if you forget the father, you will meet him in his form of Dharmaraj. You will never be able to experience the happiness of the relationship with the father. Therefore, don't hide anything. Don't just make do. Don't blame others. Don't be deceived by the attraction of a mirage. Provides straight directions. Don't hide anything. Don't just make do. Don't blame others. Don't be deceived by the attractions of mirage. In this foundation of purity, Bhagavad will give through Dharmaraj. In this foundation of purity, Bhagavad will give through Dharmaraj 100-fold, multi-million-fold punishment. Straightforwardly declare the result. We will get punishment in multi-fold, multi-million-fold, 100-fold. There cannot be any allowances made in this. He cannot be merciful in this. For it was because you broke the relationship with the Father that you became impressed with someone. To move away from God's influence and to be influenced by souls means that you don't know the Father. To move away from the God's influence and to be get influenced by souls means that you don't know the Father, you have not recognized the Father. The Father is not in front of such souls in the form of the Father, but in the form of Dharmaraj, where there is a sin that is pap, the Father isn't there. In Hindi we says, when there is a pap, जहाँ पाप होता है वहाँ बाप नहीं होता. So this is how Baba is saying, when there is a pap, sin, then the Father isn't there. Therefore, don't become careless. Don't consider this to be a small thing. To be impressed with someone, to have desires, means there is a trace of vice of lust. To be impressed with someone or to have desires means there is a trace of the vice of lust. You cannot be impressed unless there is some desire. That desire is the vice of lust. It is the great enemy. It becomes in two forms. So it comes in two forms. Desires will either make you impressed or they will cause you distress. Desires will either make you impressed or they will cause you distress. So, just as you chant the slogan, the vice of lust is the gateway to hell. In the same way, have the dharana in your life that any type of temporary desire is as deceptive as a mirage. Is as deceptive as a mirage. So Baba is saying the how we the chant the slogan, the vice of lust is the gateway to hell. In the same way, have the dharana in your life that any type of temporary desire is as deceptive as a mirage. A desire means to be deceived. Therefore, keep a stern eye and become a form of Kali for this verse. For lust, for any kind of desire, become a form of Kali. That is this desire. Don't take a loving form and say, he is helpless, he is good, he had just a little bit of this, it will work out all right. No. Adopt a fierce form over the vices, not for others, but for yourself. Only then will you be able to destroy your sins and become an angel. If you are unable to have yoga, then check. Definitely some hidden vice is pulling you to itself. And Baba is telling us the secret. If you are not unable to have yoga, then check. Definitely some hidden vice is pulling you to itself. It is impossible for a Brahmin soul not to be able to have yoga. We know how to do yoga, and if we are not able to do the yoga, it means some vice is pulling us. It is impossible for a Brahmin soul not to be able to have yoga. A Brahmin means you alone. Brahmin means you belong to one. You are all one. So, where would you go? If there is nothing else, where else you would go? Acha. So, it isn't just celibacy for there. It isn't just celibacy for there. There are other children of the vice of lust. Bab is so amazed at one thing. A Brahmin says that he has a wasteful vision and attitude of vice towards another Brahmin soul. When Baba is amazed when a Brahmin says that he has a wasteful vision and attitude of vice towards another Brahmin soul. So this is defaming the family clan. You say sister or brother, and what you are doing? What you do? If someone has impure vision or impure thoughts for his Lokik sister, he is said to be one who is defaming the name of the family clan. So, what would we say here? Not those who defame the family for just one birth, but the birth after birth. Saying Brahmin and having a bad vision, wrong vision for the brother or sister. Baba is saying is like defaming the name of the family clan. They are those who kick away their fortune of the kingdom. They kick away their fortune of the kingdom. Never commit such multi-million fold sin. Getting attracted, getting impressed, with the Brahmin soul or any other soul. Baba is saying it is like kicking away the fortune of the kingdom. Never commit such multi-million fold sin. This is not just a sinful act, it is an extremely sinful act. You need to underline this. This is not just a sinful act, it is an extremely sinful act. Therefore, think, understand, and be careful. This sin will cling to you. This sin will cling to you like the demons of death. At present, you may think that you are living a very enjoyable and comfortable life. Who sees you? Who knows anything? However, sin upon sin is accumulating, and these sins will come to eat you. Sorry. Sins after the sin upon sin is accumulating, and these sins will come to eat you. See how strictly Baba is explaining everything. We should not think that who knows what we are doing. and everything is possible, who has become complete. So Baba is saying, if you are doing this, such things, then you are accumulating sin upon sin, and these sins will come to eat you. Baba knows how severe the result of this. Just as someone leaves his body in a thought of pain, in a lot of pain and suffering, in the same way, the sins will cause the intellect to have pain and suffering while living the body. So the sinful person, what will happen with him? So the sins will cause the intellect to have pain and suffering while living the body. These demons of death of sin will always remain in front of you. The end is so severe. Baba is explaining everything, what all things will happen. So Baba is saying the end will be the end is so severe. Therefore, at all time, don't commit such sin even by mistake. Baba is not telling just those who are sitting in front of him, but he is making all the children everywhere powerful. He is making you cautious and clever. Do you understand? As yet, there is still a lot of weakness in this subject. Baba has declared the result actually. As yet, there is a lot of weakness in this subject. Acha. To those who understand the signals that are given for themselves, to those who adopt the form of Kali for their own sinful thoughts and sinful deeds, to those who save themselves from being deceived in different ways, to those who save themselves from sorrow, to the who save themselves from sorrow, to the powerful souls from Dada's love, remembrance, and namaste. So let's take namaste on behalf of the Baba. Thank you, Baba. It was an eye-opening Murli. Although we do understand the importance of purity, but the depth of purity and what all assumptions we have in our mind, Baba has cleared everything. So let's have a moment of silence. Inshallah. Anything anyone would like to share?
Om Shanti Sheetalben.
And
It was really, I think, not an eye opener. It was a mind boggling motivation. You know why? See, generally, when we take the knowledge, we read everything about purity in Baba's movies. Purity is the original of the soul. Purity is free from vices and negativity. Purity, all that we know, elevated decoration, greatness of life, cleanliness of soul and all. But today Baba said no purity, that is impurity, no knowledge, and no Baba. See, we are so clear as now Brahmins, the food we eat, all those maryadas we follow. We don't eat food from outside, and all those food, the clothes, the physical cleanliness, even celibacy, thoughts, words, relationships, everything we are very good. And I call that as gross purity. the gross thing which the rules as Baba has given. But over here, we don't even know there is a subtle kind of danger kind of impurity. Even Nam Shan, or that, one sentence Baba says, when agar Nam Shan, even if you're impressed, what happens at the end when we leave our body? Unki yaad, unki jo personality hai, unka ye wahi yaad aayega. And now today Baba is saying it is the seed of lust. I think that was what pulled me down. I was just thinking, how can just being impressed by someone, I like that someone. See, even we do that for dadis. We do that and say. So my question was, however, so even if that is that the seed of lust. So I was trying to know, being influenced by dadis and being influenced by others, the difference. So after this Murli, I just think Baba should give us no yuktis to come out for that. One yukti he has given, of course, to ask ourselves this question: do I have any desire? Do I have any something from this body? Is there any part of that person's body which I love? Certain yuktis, of course, we have to do. Or how to हमारे जो ये consciousness है, हमारे senses से कब निकालना है? Because when we eat food, we say, wow, you prepare such good food, कितने अच्छे खाना बनाया. It looks like even Baba is saying that is lust. No, it's something, as you rightly said, no, it's not an eye opener. कितना चीज हमको check करना चाहिए at the end. So even this one base, it was really mind-boggling. I think ये मुरली को और एक बार caution से पढ़ना चाहिए. But I hope Baba has given a Murli with yuktis to come out of this.
Thank you, Girijaben. Anyone else?
Yeah, Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Yeah, so Baba says there is sin and also extremely sinful act. Okay, so Baba is clarifying what is extremely sinful act, and which can accumulate multi-million fold sin. So that is of having impure desire. So so impure desire is to get impressed by someone, so that is the seed. That is where we are defeated by mind. So it happens, Baba says, it's because of the desire that we have inside. So that desire is also a lust. So that is also called a vice. And the vice is, of course, that's the gateway to hell.
Yeah. Thank you. Oh, sorry. Are you saying anything? Yes.
No, that's right. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Thank you, brother. Anyone else? Okay, so let's meditate for a few moments. Or anyone else want to say?
So Baba says impurity is also getting impressed by somebody. And these days, I think impressionism is the way of acting or reacting to people. I've actually, I mean, even the bad influences which make us feel bad is kind of an impression, and that remains on the mind more than a good impression. People also influence us with a set of impression that way. So I think impression is keeping ourselves away from impression of anybody is purity, as Baba also mentioned today. Om Shanti.
Yeah, so I was thinking about just the interest, right? So the reason is always either the person will have some or the other speciality, could be a virtue or a quality, and because of which we are impressed. So the kind of attitude that we need to have here is, I suppose, the qualities of virtue. Like that person has put some effort, and then because of which Baba gave uh, that quality or speciality. So it's all, after all, it's all coming from Baba. So instead of understanding that it is coming from Baba and the origin is from Baba, and we're supposed to be thankful, or we should be impressed to Baba because he has so much different qualities that he's instilling into many people. That is why we see everyone is unique with one or the other qualities. So it should, seeing others' qualities or virtues, we should ultimately uh, direct our mind towards Baba so that we are not deceived or deceived, right? So everything is coming from Baba ultimately. Yeah, thank you so much.
Sheetal, when can you share some yuktis for how do we, little thing, one to Baba is given, to whatever is given personality that is given by God. But can you share really action plan? Like what do I, क्या स्मृति रखना चाहिए दिन पर so that ये सूक्ष्म impurity even doesn't enter? Any a few yuktis?
So I think one thing should be always immersed in our mind that I belong to only one father. And जो संत कहते हैं ना, मैं बाबा का and बाबा नहीं. So whatever things are happening around, although those are happening as per drama, but Baba should be always in between everything, even in between two persons. If I am communicating with someone also, always Baba say, no, be soul conscious. So soul conscious is the first stage to connect to Baba. So as much as we remain in soul consciousness, whenever we talk or come contact with the souls, having that thought that I am a soul communicating to the other soul, I am a pure soul, and whom I am communicating is also a pure soul, although he's aware or not aware, that's another thing. But I know that every soul is pure. So as much as we follow the soul consciousness, in that soul consciousness is the first step to connect to Baba. And when the Baba is in our mind, in Baba says, then no impurity can touch us. But when the Baba is away from our thoughts and from our mind, then the impurity can attack on us. So I think the first thing is the soul consciousness. So, and again, along with the soul consciousness, it's a drama, and we are just playing our roles. This is not the scene which has come first time in front of me. But this has happened multiple times. I have acted in this in very well manner in each kalpa. You know, so in essence, our knowledge should be immersed in our intellect. Although we are doing day-to-day activities, but our main effort is to keep the knowledge immersed in all the activities. So I think that is one way to not, and as Baba said, not to get impressed. Although we suppose at first attempt we get impressed, our attention should be on ourselves. Immediately we should understand, oh, I'm getting impressed. And with what thing I'm getting impressed. That is not his, he doesn't belong that specialty. It's Baba's specialty. So Baba is there always in between us. So we have to, check and change every time, keeping a, as Baba said, keeping a stern eye on ourselves. So I think that is what we can do. That's it.
I remember for Kumar's Baba used to say that be busy. If your mind is idle, that's why he says, for Kumar, I remember he used to say you need a lot of hard work and you need a lot of mental work. So aapka energy or time, when it is utilized, then the mind will not get disturbed. Because for Kumar's, I remember. But at the way
Not
Baba...
for Kumar, actually, it's for everyone. As much as we are busy, let's margin for a waste to come to us. But when we keep ourselves easy, then there is a margin for Maya to attack us.
Just adding on there, another way is if we understand that there is some sort of impurity emerging within us, then we need to punish us. So that is where Baba says to become in the form of or take the form of carrying, punish us. So Brahma Baba used to do that. Even if Brahma Baba had any thought, even base thought, he used to punish us. Similarly, some sort of punishment we have to give for the self, and that is where we can narrow down that. Happening more and because when you do that, next time it happens, so there will be some sort of a trigger inside taking place that I shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah.
Sheetalben, you said, I should remember I belong to one father and none other. Even that person on whom I'm impressed, he also belongs to one father
Yes,
and
yes.
none other. But I think I should feel that I am a pure child of a pure father, and that person is also pure soul like me, like star. I think that consciousness, more than saying I belong to the father, none another, will not work, because when जो जिससे मैं impress हो रहा हूँ, even he belongs to the father.
Right.
So when that kind of comparison comes, I think that, as you said, that मैं पवित्र बाप की पवित्र आत्मा हूँ, वो भी पवित्र बाप का पवित्र आत्मा, हम दोनों पवित्र हैं.
Okay, can we have a moment of silence and just reflect on Murli? Let's meditate for a few moments.
Yeah, I just want to announcement about tomorrow's session.
Yes.
Before we move on to meditation, so I'll just quickly share my screen. So tomorrow, as we know, it's Sunday and it's a buffer day for us. So we have this special session by BK called Sati, is the Shantivan Security Chief. The topic that we are going to cover tomorrow is defense for our soul. So it's going to be an interesting topic and an interesting session. So I request everyone to join and then take complete minute of the session. So with that, over to you, sister, for meditation.
So for a few moments, let's get detached from the external atmosphere. Let's experience our true nature, our true self. I'm a beautiful sparkling star. Sitting in the middle of it, a pure being. A beautiful light is emerging from me. I'm soul, child of God. We will imagine ourselves in front of Baba in Paramthan. Baba, a powerhouse of purity, showering his rays of purity on me. Fill yourself with Baba's power. And becoming pure. All the impurity in me is getting burned with this Baba's purity, and feeling a very pure and very powerful soul. I'm filling myself with Baba's powerful rays of purity. His ocean of purity, and I'm also becoming master ocean of purity. By taking all his powers within me and coming to the globe, wearing the dress of angel, a dress of light, a dress of purity, radiating white rays of purity all over. My light of purity is surrounding the whole globe, showering the rays of purity on the souls on this globe, making each soul pure and powerful. I can see the power of purity on their faces. They are becoming relaxed, happy. I'm experiencing these rays of purity are purifying the five elements and the whole atmosphere. The whole world is illuminating with the power of purity. Our heartiest thanks to Baba for choosing us as his instrument for spreading this power of purity in the world. Thank you, Baba. Thank you. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you to Baba. Thank you, Sheetal Ben. Thank you, Divine Family. See you tomorrow at 5 a.m. Until then, have a lovely day.
Thanks to all.